Good morning, students. Hope your studies are going on. If not, then we are here to help you. And let us begin with our first chapter of our English reader. Uh, and as it might be visible to you, what is the first chapter? Uh, who did Patrick's homework? Are you people interested in doing your homework? We are going to see in this lesson uh, whether Patrick was interested or not, and as a result, he thinks of doing things in a magical manner. So we are going to study magical realism in this chapter. Um, at the end of this lesson, there is a crossword puzzle also, and we will by that you will learn the words that we go through in this lesson. Okay, so here we are with the chapter who did Patrick's homework. uh, so let us begin. Patrick never did homework. Oh, he was not interested at all. uh, Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo. As you can see that Nintendo is a video game. Uh, his teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. um, is it a very often heard line at your homes? Do your parents have to tell you again and again to do your homework, or you do it on your own? So Patrick was like you if you do not do homework yourself, and your parents have to say, like they said to Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. Ignoramus means an ignorant person, a person who is not educated. You can see it here. But what could he do? He hated homework. Second, then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll, and he grabbed it away. He snatched it away, took it away. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size, a very small sized man. He had a little wool shirt with old fashioned breeches. Breeches or breeches or short trousers, as a high tall hat like a witch's, and he was having on his head a witch's hat. I hope you have seen the conical hats that are turned downwards. Their cone is turned downwards. A black hat, witch sitting on a broom. I hope that picture comes in your mind. He yelled, "Save me! Don't give me back to the cat." Who said this? That small man who was being played with by the cat. So save me! Don't give me back to the cat. I'll grant you a wish. I promise you that. So he promised to give something in return if he is saved from the cat. Shall we go ahead? Okay. So, third, Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all his problems. What problems? Of course, doing? Yeah, homework. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. So you can help me in getting A plus or A's or top marks in the class. he wants something to be done in return of saving that oh, that little man. So the little man's face, fourth one, wrinkled like a dishcloth. You have seen dishcloth. We wipe the dishes with a cloth that is soft and that is wrinkled. So a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. A hamper means a basket with a lid, with a cover. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. Oh, am I cursed? But I'll do it. So here we see that when he was told by Patrick that you have to do some work for me in return, he did not like it. How do we know that he did not like it? He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced uh, and scowled, grimaced, scowled, pursed his lips. His face had these expressions showing disgust, hate, dislike, and anger and disapproval. So he was not liking it at all. Oh, am I cursed? He said. But I'll do it. He had no option actually. He had to do it. But I will do it. Fifth, and true to his word, that little elf began to do Patrick's work. Another new word, elf. For whom? For the little man, for the small man. Okay, and what does it mean? Elf is a small, playful, and naughty spirit or angel, normally a boy angel, so elf. Uh, so, except there was one glitch. There was one glitch. Glitch means a minor hitch, a minor problem. The elf didn't always know what to do. So what was the glitch? What was the problem? The elf didn't always know what to do, and he needed help. Now he had agreed and he was helping, but he did not know how to help, what to do. So help me, he would say again and again. Help me, he would say. And Patrick would have to help in whatever way, whatever he asked. If he asked to do this, he did this. If he asked to do that, he did that. We will come to know what all the things he asked Patrick to do. I don't know this word, he would say. So sometimes he was struck with a word. I don't know this word. The elf squeaked and reading Patrick's homework. So squeak means shrieking in a very thin voice, like a rat's voice. Yes. So while reading Patrick's homework, get me a dictionary, he would squeak. Get me a dictionary. No. What's even better? Look up the word and sound it out by each letter. So he's asking to fetch a dictionary, get me a dictionary, and he's also asking him to read out the word so that he can get the sound of the word. He doesn't know the word. The elf, he doesn't know the word. And so who is doing all the things? Yes, you guessed it right. Patrick is the one. So the little man was making Patrick do literally everything. He was asking him to bring the dictionary, He was asking him to open the dictionary, and he was asking him to read out the word on which he was stuck. So let us go on the sixth one. When it came to maths, maths, Patrick was out of luck. Patrick was out of luck. What are timetables? What are times tables? The elf shrieked. He was not knowing 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 3, and he was not knowing all these tables. So he would shriek, what are times tables? Uh, uh, we elves never need that. Elves have no purpose of uh, uh, tables. And so an addition and subtraction and division and fractions. We elves never need that. An addition and subtraction and division and fractions. How poetic it is, isn't it? Here, sit down beside me. Sit down beside me. He ordered him to come and sit beside him. So who is doing the homework? You simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. So even history he doesn't know. He doesn't know maths, and what else? He doesn't know new words. So everything who is doing? Poor Patrick. Elves know nothing of human history. To them it's a mystery. How poetic is it? History and mystery. So the little elf, already a shouter, he was shouting, shouting, squeaking, just got louder. Go to the library. I need books. Go to the library. I need books. More and more books. And you can help me read them too. So poor Patrick, he was doing, it seems, more work, more homework than he ever did. As a matter of fact, every day, in every way, the little elf was a nag. What is a nag? One who troubles someone all the time by complaining or asking them to do something. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? Drag, an informal word for something dull and uninteresting. So Patrick was doing something very uninteresting. He never liked homework. That's why homework was a drag for him. That all work that he was helping out was a drag for him. He was staying up nights. He was waking in the night in order to do his homework, and had never felt so weary. Weary means tired. Was going to school with his eyes puffed up and bleary, and his eyes were blurry. Nothing was clear to him in the morning. And so there are some new words in this: nag, drag, weary, puffed, blurry. And so uh, uh, now let us come to the eighth one. Is there any problem in this? You can always put your problems. In some way we will find out. Um, okay. So finally, the last day of school arrived. The elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and slyly slipped out of the back door. Slyly, like a manner of thief in the night. He quietly and slyly slipped out of the back door. When we do some mischief and we want to hide ourselves from others, then what we do, we do not want to make any noise, and we slip out slyly. How? Slyly, in the manner of a thief, without making a noise. So let us come to the ninth one. And Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. And his parents? They wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid, cleaned his room, did his chores, and cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. So a complete change had come in Patrick's attitude. And his classmates, they were surprised, they were amazed. His teachers, they were very happy with him. They smiled, and they always told that you are doing very nice job, Patrick. They praised him, they patted him. And his parents, what about them? The parents also, they wondered, what on earth has happened? What has happened to Patrick? They were not knowing. Some magic has happened with Patrick. Some magical spell somebody has put on Patrick, because it is a vast change, a big change in Patrick's attitude. He was now the model kid, cleaned his room. He was a model kid. Everyone gave his example. We give examples of anything that is a model for us. So he was a model kid. His teachers were saying to other students, you should become like Patrick. He was a model kid, cleaned his room and did his chores. chores. Chores means all the work that is to be done in a household situation. Sweeping, cleaning, dusting, other things that are normally done in a regular or more or less a regular manner. So was cheerful, he was always joyful, okay, and he was never rude, never upset. So when we are done with all our work, when we are doing all the things according to our day-to-day routine and daily timetable, we are not keeping anything unfinished, then how we behave? We are always cheerful. We are not rude with anyone. We are not cross with anyone. 10th, you see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. But I will share a secret, just between you and me. It wasn't the elf. It wasn't that little man who did Patrick, but Patrick had done it himself. Yeah. So, I hope you have enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you have learned the new words. Now it is your duty to write down in your notebook all the vocabulary items, write the heading, write the date, and also mention the new vocabulary that you have learned on this, and in this manner we can continue in these sessions. So thank you for going through this. You can go through it again whenever you want, and after this we will come on to working with text, and I will be posting the question answers working with text. Is that okay? So thank you, guys.